Welcome back to the Veggie Boys, everyone. It is so nice to have you. We have got something special prepared for you today. We are going to be going over an entire year from seeding to harvest. This year had everything. We had to pick in droughts. We had to pick in hurricanes. I'm sure there was a tornado somewhere. We dealt with ups, we had to face downs, and I got to experience one of the most amazing things that's ever happened in my life. And thankfully, I was able to record it all, and I'm gonna share it with you. And one quick thing I wanna mention before we get started. If you're new here, don't forget to like the video. Also, subscribing helps us out a ton. So please enjoy my entire 2024. Lauren, people are concerned about you. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. Definitely feeling very pregnant.
Lauren is coming up on 32 weeks pregnant. She's feeling it. This is the largest she's ever been. That's what her words, not mine.
Bigger now than I was with Callie.
Both babies are doing very, very well. Are we telling them what they are yet or no? Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't think we're gonna do donuts today, everybody. I think we're just gonna take it easy. Since Lauren and I are getting ready to leave, many of you have seen that we've bought a new car. They have this bad boy. It's been around for a little bit, but yeah, we got the minivan and check it out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 3 car seats in the car. Ay, ay, ay. So Lauren, the people are gonna be curious. How are you feeling today?
Okay.
She's okay. Anything else you wanna share? No?
I think mostly everybody knows.
You just don't feel good.
I just don't feel good.
Since we are getting to the end of the pregnancy, these doctor visits are a little more often. If you've never had the privilege of going on one, I think they're cool, but I like to learn. Lauren and I are just making another trip so we can go to our visits. We're gonna find out some important information today, and it's just another day closer to welcoming these babies. Recently, we've been seeding for our first planting of peppers, and some of the trays sometimes will get doubled up. As you're using the air seeder and when you flip over the tray, sometimes seeds can hop from one cell to another. So we're just gonna go through and make sure that there's only one plant in each cell. And if there does happen to be 2 in 1 or 3 in 1, we'll move them to a cell where there is no seed or there is no plant coming up. So we're just gonna go through each tray and try and fix them up and make them look nice. You can see we got a double, triple, double, 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 double. There's just, oh, there's a lot going on here.
So we're planting sweet corn this morning. It's mid-April. Usually we don't plant corn around here till you get to mid-May, but we're planting it under plastic. So as you can see here, here's the plastic laid. We've been working at it here for about an hour. Angie just brought us the camera. But as you can see, there's 2 trenches under there, and the sweet corn's planted in the trenches. The machine lays the plastic and pokes holes in it so it don't get too hot, and that corn will grow under there for a month. I'll give you to Daniel, and he's gonna show you a little bit as we go out through the field.
Okay, let's get going. I don't have all day. I'm just joking, I have all day. I've just been laying plastic all morning, you know, planting that sweet corn.
Hey, it's okay. I'm home, little buddy. I'm home. It's okay. I just got home while mommy was doing some feeding, and she's only got 2 hands, so she wasn't able to hold both of them, but now I'm here. These babies can get some cuddles. Something I will say, even though the babies are just 8 days old, they do got some personalities on them, that is for sure. He likes to eat a lot more than his sister. He is a hungry little fella. Sister, kind of similar to me in some aspects. I usually fall asleep after I eat. She falls asleep while she eats. So, I mean, we'll teach her. We'll teach her eventually. But it is nice to have both of them and be able to spend a little time with them. I came home just to kind of relieve Lauren a little bit. That way she can rest up. She's been doing a great job this morning. I found Pop. He was grabbing our seeder. Oh yeah, the best piece of equipment we got. This thing's pretty fancy.
Best one on the
farm.
farm.
Yeah, best one on the farm. Look at that. There's been a lot of stuff seeded with this thing. A few things that we're gonna be seeding. Right now I've got red beet seed in my hand. I have got cylinder beets, and I've also got just a regular round beet. Have we planted this one before?
No, it's brand new.
Brand new. Look at that. We like to try new things on the farm. So we're gonna get our seed dumped into here. How else to keep saying it, but things are just going so well for us. Haven't had any breakdowns. Potatoes are flowing really nice, and the planter is just doing a phenomenal job. The only thing I will complain about, if I am to complain about something, is that it's very dusty. It is supposed to rain later this evening. I do feel that front coming in, it's really starting to pick up, which is making it even more dusty. It's the only problem I really am seeing at this moment. But if that's my only problem, a little dust, I'll take it. We just got finished with lunch, and for the afternoon, we've got a special treat for you. Dad just ran over and grabbed the water wheel transplanter, and we are gonna be planting some cucumbers, zucchini, and pickling cucumbers today. What we have right here is gonna be going into the soil. Here we have the piece of equipment that we're gonna be using, our water wheel transplanter. For those of you that have never seen it, this is a pretty interesting piece of equipment. What we have is our water tanks that will feed down into our wheel that is spinning. You'll notice these spikes will poke a nice hole down into the mulch, and this will continuously spin, adding more holes into the soil, and then whoever is sitting on the back will just put the plants down into the soil. Now, before we can get started, we need to do some maintenance. By maintenance, this one doesn't have a seat, and this seat is broken. But we got 2 new seats, so that is the maintenance, putting new seats on. These are beautiful. They smell so good. What do you think of all that yellow zucchini, Joel? What should we do with it?
I think we should only plant 25. For some reason, people don't like to buy it too much. So if we plant too much, then you'll have people later in the channel, later on in the year, upset that it's not all getting picked.
There you go. See, that's why we don't plant too much. Sure.
Want a little more?
Yeah, a little bit more. Joel is finishing off the last of the pickling cucumber plants, and then we're moving on to just regular cucumbers. And here we go! fact that we're gonna have early sweet corn because of this planting method is such a bonus. It brings in so many more customers to the farm market. Now we're transplanting some basil. This stuff looks really nice. It is on the smaller side, but that shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem at all. It's beautiful out. See, we're gonna plant sweet corn right there, and then over there, that hill, that's where the potatoes are. I know. That's crazy, isn't it? We just got finished off with work, and Lauren called me and said she just fed the babies. So I ran home and grabbed both the babies.
Hi.
And now we've got them all over here at the farm market.
Hi, Lily.
Careful pulling on these, Andrew, because it's real loose at the other end. It comes right.
Yep. Strip this off and see if this...
We are hooking up the waters so that the peppers get water.
Then we can
Plants
control
need
the
water, right?
control the flow.
That you have from like rainflow, is that pipe that's for sale?
No, that...
Yo, someone just stole my peas.
No, I'm gonna pick up my truck. We're gonna take this stuff home.
Just like that, we got another 2 baskets of snap peas. We've been pretty productive so far this morning. A lot of stuff has been harvested. As I'm picking, you'll notice a neat little tactic that we use occasionally, and that's rolling over the plants. Now there's a few reasons why we do that, but the largest reason is to find any cucumbers that are hiding underneath. And believe me, when you start rolling the plants over, oh boy, do you start finding them. You don't necessarily need to roll the plants over. If you just search long enough, you will be able to find the cucumbers. By rolling them over though, it makes the process a little quicker, and we don't have to take too long to go from plant to plant, because the longer it takes us to finish this job, the longer it'll take us to finish the work day. So rolling over the plants is something that you'll see us do quite often, and that's just to make sure we can get all the cucumbers hiding underneath.
corn.
11 and a half. 11 and a half. Now, since this is the first time we're harvesting sweet corn for the year, I'll share with you a few things we're going to be looking for. One, that the silk is nice and brown and completely dried out. And when we take our fingers and pinch right here, that we have a rounded edge at the top. That means that the sweet corn has been completely filled out. So that's what we're going to be looking for as we pick. And when I put my hand on here, I am feeling for that rounded edge. Daniel, did you know you can't tell any secrets in a cornfield?
Well, after we pick them, you can.
Nope, there's too many ears.
Nope, after we pick them, there's
After we pick all the sweet corn, you can tell a joke, secret in here?
Yep.
Daniel just knows. Uh-oh, who's out in the cornfield? Who's out in the cornfield? Hey, Callie! We had to pick sweet corn one more time, but besides that, we didn't have too much work going on. Now that I'm home, I got the whole family over. I'm making street tacos for dinner, and we're doing corn on the Blackstone. Joel is slicing up the meat for the tacos. That's looking really good. Oh my, look at that corn I just made on the grill. Oh, Blackstone. We got a beautiful wagon here, pickling cucumbers, zucchini, yellow squash, green tomatoes, lots of peppers, and one big watermelon. Well, I ended up sitting my butt on the ground and just scooting along, and Dad and I got another basket of green beans, and then Daniel was working on the Italian flat beans. Those look nice as well. So we got 2.5 baskets, or a little over 2.5 baskets, and that's all we're gonna be picking for now. Look what's right here. Look at all these cantaloupes. That's a nice sized cantaloupe. Wow. Matt's looking for a cantaloupe to eat. What's up over here, watermelon? Are you ready to go yet? Pretty close. Not yet. We're getting there. I just noticed our crimson sweet watermelons. Look at the size of them. They're big. Not ready to pick yet. But boy, they're getting close. Like, I know we can't stop picking right now because we got to get these pickling cucumbers finished.
I'm on a snack break.
Yeah, I want a watermelon break so bad. Look at this thing. That's next to Matt's head. That's how big this watermelon is.
It's not that big.
And look at that cantaloupe. Oh yeah. That was a big hole. Wow. You know, when you first look at these plants, you don't see too many jalapenos on them. But as you start digging in here, boy, there is a lot. I think that's just kind of going along with how prolific these plants are. They're so big, they're so bushy. It's kind of hard to see from the top and from the side. But when you really start digging in them, boy, you find some beautiful jalapenos. Beautiful, that was on one plant. Beautiful basket of jalapenos. We've got sweet banana, we've got sweet cherry peppers, long hots, and now a basket of jalapenos. I just took all of these long hots off of one plant, and there's still more to pick there. Wow. It was the flies around. Yeah. Uh-oh. Check that out. It's really starting to get dark, and we're feeling a cool breeze coming from that direction. Oh, we're gonna be getting it here shortly.
I don't think we're gonna make it. Good news,
because I'm already wet.
Andrew, make sure you keep your eyes open. So
Yeah, I'm trying.
The silver lining is that we're done with picking for the day. And that's a good thing because the heavier rain, it's gonna be here in about 5 minutes.
Barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving.
As we're picking, there's a few things we're looking for. One is that a little leaf that grows at the end of the watermelon is gone. It is gone. And two, this little squiggly thing, which I think is called a tendril, is also gone. So we know that this one is ready to pick. Now, when you are at the farm market or wherever you get your watermelons, a few things to help you decide when they're ready to pick. One, when you tap them, if they sound hollow, that's a good sign. Two, if it's got a nice yellow spot on it, that's also a great sign. Those are what I look for. Here. Here, Daniel. Baby, look at this watermelon. That's a big boy.
Yeah.
That's huge. Turn it sideways. Turn it sideways. There you go. One big watermelon. Big cantaloupe. Now, if you guys have never picked sweet corn in the rain or after a fresh rain, let me tell you, it gets pretty wet in there. What's up, Petey? How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. What do you think of Petey's haircut? Ooh, looking good. There it is. A beautiful, beautiful sweet corn. How's that sweet corn, Daniel? We just finished off the plum tomatoes. We were able to get everything picked that is ready here. We only had a little bit because we had been picking the other day. Now we have moved on to round tomatoes. Again, we're picking basically canning tomatoes, but we're also taking anything we can find. So if there's perfect tomatoes, they're coming along too. If there are tomatoes that are just starting to turn color, like this one, they're also coming along with us. Now the plum tomatoes have a thicker skin, so you don't need to worry about taking the tops off. But these round tomatoes, they have a thinner skin. So we're gonna try and pull that top off of every single one. That way we're not bruising any of the tomatoes or poking holes in any of the tomatoes, because that would ultimately cause them to spoil. But if you just take a quick peek at this mater, you will see that we got some beautiful ones here. That's a big one. Look at these things. Massive.
Whoa, 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 it's break time. Fresh, cool watermelon, right from the field.
Oh, that's good. Oh, big boy.
Hold it, Sadie.
Oh! Sadie's such a good driver.
Falling behind. Sell them by the pound. Heavy one.
Oh, good. Love heavy pumpkins.
Heavy one.
Oh, good. Love heavy pumpkins.
Heavy one.
Oh, yeah. While we were back at the farm, we had a few orders for hot cherry peppers, which we were able to fill. However, we don't have hot cherry peppers for customers that are just showing up. So we wanted to grab a few baskets, which is what we're picking right now. There's some beautiful red ones and beautiful green ones. We got our basket of hot cherry peppers, and then over here we have our bell, we have our white bell, we have more hot cherry peppers. Matthew picked an entire basket of lunchbox. We got 2 baskets of red cubanelle, and we grabbed some yellow bell peppers, along with the cucumbers and zucchini that we had picked.
But I guess he wants one of the ones that he borrowed too. Yeah, this bin's almost full.
Ouch. These have a lot of thorns on them. Ouch. That hurt. Yeah, there you go. Hang on, one more. Pepper. That's a full basket. There are certain vegetables that I look really forward to picking. Peppers are one of those. Hot peppers, though, that's a completely different ball game. I think everybody that raises hot peppers enjoys picking them, and that's for a few reasons. One, it's just they always seem to have a beautiful color on them, but probably the biggest reason is just that everybody loves hot peppers. Well, maybe not everybody, but most of the people that we deal with, they tend to love these hot peppers. Now, usually when you're growing hot peppers at home, what's nice about them is the insects and the animals don't tend to bother them too much. Well, that's what we've seen personally. So a lot of times you can grow beautiful hot peppers, and it really makes you feel good when you have hot peppers sitting in your field that look like this. There we go. Well, there's our first big pumpkin on a pallet. The one we're all excited about. Matt's gonna cut the stem. Oh, now it has to be picked.
Hey, look at that. I think Dad's got all the weight.
Oh. 252.
What do you say, 25 pounds, guys?
35 pounds. Yeah, now the goal is to get all these large pumpkins home without any falling off. We just got this pumpkin onto the scale, 124 pounds. Coming in at a whopping 220 pounds. That is big for us. That's a big boy. No more hugging this pumpkin out in the field. Oh, it's gonna be sad days while we're picking. Just to mention some of the larger ones, we have a 220 pound pumpkin, our largest, 120, 110, 157, 124, 131 pounds, and just for reference, this one right here, this big one is 70 pounds. So those are some heavy pumpkins, and now they're all up here. If the customers want to take them home, we'll help them. We'll help them load them. Wagon has been filled up with tomatoes. We're gonna get this stuff back to the farm. Heavy. Oh. Oh, that feels good. Come look at this broccoli, Callie. Do you think that's a silly broccoli? That one. Is it silly?
That's a small one.
That's a small one, yeah. What do you think? Do you like kohlrabi?
Yeah, this is the smaller one.
Yep. What do you want to pick, Matt? Do you want the habanero or the ghost?
I don't care.
I'll pick the ghost. Some of you may be saying, of all times to have gloves and not use them, this would not be the time. But when you're harvesting ghost chilies, what I like to do is grab the top of them. So where the stem is, I just grab up here when I'm pulling. It makes it so that the pepper does not split open. I don't get those oils on my hand, and I don't have to be too concerned. If I was just grabbing them by the pepper and pulling and pulling and pulling, there's a high risk that I would get those hot oils all over my hands. So by grabbing just the top, the stem, and pulling on that, I'm mitigating that risk.
You know, it really stinks when you stick a finger through a tomato when you got cloth gloves on.
I think we're all glad that we're able to harvest tomatoes like this, and we're glad that we're able to be out here today just grabbing whatever we can find. I mean, some of these plants just they're just so nice. I'm fine. Look at my basket. What do you mean, Matt? Am I finding nice ones? Come on.
Now, if Dad were here, he'd lie to you and be like, I don't think I've picked nicer tomatoes all year.
I mean, these are pretty nice, Matt.
I don't think I've ever picked.
I think Dad just forgets. I think he just forgets every time he picks tomatoes, because every time he's out here, he's like, I think this is the nicest tomato I've ever seen. Last couple heads. These two are. Oh, big truck coming. Wanna go see baby kitties? Come on! We're gonna turn on the PTO. Oh, looks like the snow's showing up.
We got good news and bad news. Bad news is that it's cold. The good news is that it's so cold that we're not gonna get water on our hands because all the water is frozen.
Remember all the old timers told you they used to walk to school in the snow? You know what you boys can say? I cut cabbage in the snow.
I remember one time cutting cabbage in the snow where Andrew fell through a puddle and got soaking wet and cried.
Oh my goodness, I remember that day too.
I don't think you guys are funny.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, you know,
like
2 years ago.
Yeah, he was like 19.
No, I was probably like 5 or 6. It was a very long time ago. For the end of December, it doesn't get much better than this. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. What a wild year that we had. We dealt with crazy weather. We dealt with crazy circumstances. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, my family grew. 2024 was definitely a year that I'm going to be proud of, but it's not my last year. I've got plenty more coming up, and I can't wait for you guys to all be a part of it. Thank you so much for your support throughout the year. Thank you so much for your support on this video. Just a reminder, don't forget to like the video, and if you're new here, subscribing helps a ton. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.